What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to SW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Whiskey Dust, My Easy. This was requested by Ichiro. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I've checked out Whiskey Dust for the first time just a couple of days ago, and I think it was pretty cool. Poor Women was the song I've checked out, and I liked it. It had like this, gritty hard rock sound that was pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what they've got for me today. If you want to be like Ichiro and support me and my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content and other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it. Ooh, is this gonna be an acoustic song? Oh, and it's live, so seeing them live for the first time.
This is small and easy story. Never be illuminated. No one can step on me, I think it's better. So, my easy.
Nice.
Compliant making us happy. It's like a silly business. Roundabout conversation that do not seek the truth. Do you wanna to know?
Ooh, wow.
I think you saying
Definitely a different side also
I
in the
think
vocal
I
delivery.
always know,
Very soft.
but you can say no. My God, please, please, please. I'm not the bad, I'm not the wrong. It's a world that takes me like this. I'm not the bad.
Beautiful. Nice. Cool transition.
You set me for you, I will serve you with your preaching. Then I reply, you are crazy.
Great guitar riffs.
I'm not the bad, I'm not the road. It's a world that makes me right. I'm not the bad.
Nice harmonies.
Please.
Nice solo.
There is no place for me in my heart. No more here, nothing to prove. I show my world, but no one notices. No more here, nothing to prove. There is no place for me in my heart. No more here, nothing to prove. I show my world, but no one notices. I'm not the bad, I'm not the wrong, no matter what you say. I'm not the bad, I'm not the wrong, just say away from me. I'm not the bad, I'm not the wrong, it's a world that makes me right. I'm not the
Awesome. Is there no crowd?
I was the only best friend, but I saw myself out. Really, very the whole truth. Is I hate me.
That was a great performance. I liked it. I liked the way the beginning and the end had this emotional acoustic sound, and then in the middle it's like a powerful rock ballad. Really cool. I think in this performance it comes across even more that she's definitely a very good singer. I mentioned it in my previous reaction to Poor Women, which was a studio version, that the vocals were, I think, layered throughout most of the song and mixed in an interesting way, so to say, which I liked. I didn't think it was bad, but I think I prefer this one because you can hear and it shows that she's such a good vocalist. She has a great control over her voice. She shows different styles. She shows different deliveries. In this one, she shows like, yeah, especially in the beginning and in the end, very soft, very gentle singing. She also has some, falsetto lines that she's included, and then in the more rockier parts, she's also singing more powerful with more intensity, and it sounds more clear in this one. Like I said, not that I didn't like it in the other song, but I liked it even more in this performance, and like this. Also the song and the mood, the atmosphere of the song obviously gives more room for the different deliveries, for her to show emotions through her vocals, which she does. I think she sings with a lot of feeling. In this one you can hear it. And I also like the few moments where the guitar player joins in with backing vocals, and they create some harmonies that emphasize those certain parts. I think that was pretty cool too. And while I'm already mentioning the guitar player, very good guitarist, amazing performance in this one again. She also, of course, shows different styles of playing, because she starts with and ends with an acoustic guitar, and then in the middle she pretty much is responsible the most for this great rock sound that they show. She has some very cool riffs, sometimes a little groovy, sometimes a little melodic, also a guitar solo that's pretty cool. All those lead riffs or lead lines of the guitar, I don't know how to say it, have a lot of attitude and also help create this atmosphere rather than flexing with some shredding, which wouldn't serve the purpose of the song in this one. And I think there were some very cool rock and roll, hard rock, or power ballad elements in this guitar work. Very nice, very melodic, but also things where you could see her talent, her skill. I think Ichiro mentioned in his request that the bass player and the drummer are supporting musicians. So let me know. I think, if I understand it correctly, they're not part of the band, but maybe they're for studio recordings and live performances. And there wasn't a lot of focus on those instruments, I would say. The bass was pretty warm and grounding. Also had some subtle melodies and melodic bass lines included, not just playing root notes or something. So it also carried the groove while adding a little bit of flair. The drums pretty much playing a straightforward rock beat with subtle fills to add movement without like drawing too much attention, but very fitting for the atmosphere of the song. Thank you very much, Ichiro, for this request. I enjoyed it. I think this is a great song. It's performed in a great way. I like the vibe they are creating. I think this one also, like the first one I've heard, is focusing on an authentic, raw, unpolished sound. In this one, adding some emotional weight to the atmosphere with a little slower song with an acoustic intro and outro and kind of a rock ballad sound in between. It sounds deliberately rough and by that also honest. I think, like I said, the vocalist really shows what she's able to do in this performance. She shows different sides of her voice, showing some more softer, quieter, gentle tones with some head voice, falsetto lines, but also powerful singing with more intensity, and all of that while transporting a lot of emotions, I think. And a great guitar player that shows some amazing guitar riffs, a very cool guitar solo, a lot of groove in the way she plays, but also very melodic, like in the first one, also seeming to have an old school edge to it. Just a great vibe. What I would like to know, if you know, drop it in the comments. Did they perform it like just to record it in this one, or it didn't seem like there was a crowd? I didn't hear any audience, and there was like no interaction by the band with an audience. The singer, for example, didn't do much on stage, but maybe that's also deliberate to focus more on the music and on this more emotional vibe that this song has. Please let me know what other songs by them I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.